In a high-intensity naval clash, where supersonic anti-ship missiles saturation strike a fleet, a 16,000-ton amphibious giant without its dedicated air defense escort is completely exposed and virtually useless. When the Royal Netherlands Navy deployed the Rotterdam-class landing platform dock, they placed over 600 elite Marines, 4 landing craft, and 6 helicopters aboard a single floating target. If this massive hull takes a heavy hit in the contested waters of the High North, the Dutch military loses its primary amphibious projection capability in an instant. This raises a critical question for modern warfare. How did this massive warship become the ultimate amphibious beast of NATO? And why are defense planners now questioning its survival on the modern battlefield? Before we go on, what is your favorite naval vessel? And tell me where you are watching from. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel to support our deep defense analysis. To understand the raw power of this vessel, one must look at the specs. Commissioned in 1998 and supplemented by the larger Johan de Witt in 2007, the Dutch Rotterdam class represents a formidable engineering feat. The second vessel stretches over 176 meters in length, displacing 16,680 tons at full load. Its massive well dock can submerge 4 meters into the sea, allowing 4 large landing craft or 6 smaller craft to launch armored personnel carriers directly into hostile waves. The vehicle deck provides 2,100 square meters of space, capable of transporting 33 main battle tanks or 170 armored vehicles. Above deck, the 58-meter by 25-meter flight deck accommodates 2 Boeing CH-47 Chinook helicopters simultaneously, while the hangar houses up to 6 NH-90 helicopters. Following its extensive midlife upgrade completed in March 2023, the Johan de Witt gained the cutting-edge Thales NS-100 three-dimensional radar, capable of tracking 1,500 air and surface targets out to 280 kilometers. Leading global defense analysts argue that, on paper, its tactical salvation relies heavily on its Thales Goalkeeper 30mm close-in weapon system, which fires up to 4,200 rounds per minute to shred incoming threats. In major NATO exercises such as Steadfast Defender 2024, this warship proved its worth as a command centerpiece, operating seamless joint operations under harsh Arctic conditions. Delving deeper into the anatomy of this warship reveals why naval strategists regard the Dutch vessel as a marvel of amphibious engineering. The core capability of the Rotterdam class lies in its seamless sea-basing operational design. By flooding its ballast tanks, the ship lowers its stern 4 meters into the sea, allowing its 60-meter well dock to submerge. This mechanism enables 4 LCU landing craft, or 6 LCVP landing craft, to transport heavy vehicles like the Patria XA-188 armored personnel carrier directly from the ship to hostile beaches without requiring port infrastructure. Beyond its well dock, the flight deck functions as a mobile aviation hub. Spanning 58 meters in length and 25 meters in width, it can handle maximum takeoff weights of 22,600 kilograms, accommodating heavy transport helicopters like the Boeing CH-47 Chinook. During amphibious assaults, this flight deck permits simultaneous helicopter launches, allowing over 600 Marines of the Royal Netherlands Marine Corps to deploy rapidly into littoral environments. The ship's survival relies heavily on its updated electronic warfare and sensor suites. The March 2023 midlife upgrade on the Johann de Witt integrated the Thales NS-100 active electronically scanned array radar. Operating in the S-band, this sensor provides 360-degree coverage out to 280 kilometers, tracking up to 1,500 airborne and surface targets simultaneously. This advanced radar feeds real-time tactical data directly into the Tactico's combat management system, enabling rapid target identification against low-altitude anti-ship missiles and uncrewed aerial vehicles. For close-in defense, the ship utilizes two Thales Goalkeeper 30mm systems, capable of firing 4,200 rounds per minute of armor-piercing ammunition. Furthermore, the ship features an onboard NATO Role 2 medical facility equipped with 2 operating rooms and 10 intensive care beds, allowing the warship to sustain independent high-intensity operations for up to 6 weeks at sea. Despite these impressive technological enhancements, modern naval warfare presents severe vulnerabilities that threaten the existence of these amphibious giants. Leading global defense analysts argue that in an era dominated by hypersonic anti-ship missiles and low-cost uncrewed aerial vehicle swarms, a 16,000-ton warship presents a massive radar signature. Without dedicated air defense escorts, such as the de Zeven-Provinciën-class air defense frigates, the vessel becomes extremely vulnerable to saturated missile strikes. Furthermore, the Royal Netherlands Navy faces an acute manning crisis, making the operation of large crew-intensive warships increasingly difficult to sustain over extended deployments. On paper, their only tactical salvation would be operating under a fully integrated NATO air defense umbrella during high-intensity conflicts. Recognizing these strategic limitations, European defense planners are pivoting toward a new era of amphibious warfare. In July 2026, during the NATO summit, the United Kingdom and the Netherlands signed a landmark defense agreement valued at £2.4 billion. This bilateral procurement program funds the joint development of 6 to 8 next-generation amphibious transport ships, designed to replace both the British Albion class and the Dutch Rotterdam class, starting in the early 2030s. These new vessels prioritize low observability, littoral agility, and seamless integration with uncrewed surface and aerial systems, rather than raw physical mass. While the Rotterdam class demonstrated superior command capabilities during the massive NATO exercise Steadfast Defender 2024 in northern Norway, its future role is transitioning. Modern warfare demands distributed lethality, where smaller, stealthier platforms launch dispersed amphibious assaults. As the Dutch military aligns its force structure with these evolving threats, the Rotterdam class represents the pinnacle of 20th century heavy amphibious engineering, bridging the historical gap toward fully autonomous, highly survivable future naval operations. The legacy of the Dutch amphibious capability offers a profound lesson for modern naval doctrine. For over 2 decades, the Rotterdam class established that true power projection relies not merely on firepower, but on the seamless integration of logistics, air mobility, and expeditionary command. From its deployment in counter-piracy missions off the coast of Somalia, to serving as the Joint Task Force headquarters during NATO exercise Steadfast Defender 2024, this class proved that a middle-power navy can exert strategic influence far beyond its waters. However, the rapid proliferation of precision-guided munitions, hypersonic anti-ship missiles, and autonomous strike swarms marks a permanent shift in maritime strategy. The fundamental lesson drawn from the operational history of this warship is that raw physical mass without total air superiority is no longer a guaranteed deterrent. The decision in July 2026 by the United Kingdom and the Netherlands to invest £2,400,000,000 into the next generation amphibious transport ship program highlights this reality. Future naval supremacy will belong to navies that prioritize distributed lethality, low radar cross-section signatures, and advanced uncrewed system integration over sheer displacement. As the Royal Netherlands Navy prepares to transition toward these stealthier, highly agile platforms in the early 2030s, the Rotterdam class leaves behind a formidable blueprint for expeditionary warfare. It redefined how European allies conduct sea-basing operations while demonstrating the absolute necessity of continuous technological modernization, as seen in its 2023 midlife radar upgrade. As we look toward the future of naval warfare, one major debate remains for defense strategists worldwide. Do you believe that giant amphibious warships will become obsolete against swarms of cheap, uncrewed drones? Or will advanced sensor suites like the Thales NS-100 radar keep them relevant on tomorrow's battlefield? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.